and good afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to The Den Creative. For today's pick a card reading, we're going to be figuring out what you can do to get yourself motivated. At the time of my filming, we are coming into the new year time. We're in December of 2020, but this is a timeless reading. So whenever you're watching this is a great time for you to kickstart your motivation, no matter what time of year it is. So if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to try to center your energy and focus in on piles number 1, 2, or 3. And if more than one pile calls out to you, there may be messages in each pile for you. Sometimes people tell me that they assign one pile to love life, one pile to their career, and one pile to, another area of life. You can do it that way, or you can just select whichever ones you're intuitively called to, or just select one. You can do it however you like. This is your reading. And once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also try to pin them as the top comment. And remember, you guys, these are general readings, so only take what resonates with you and your situation and leave the rest behind. So without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on the cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, group number 1, or those of you who chose the cool little alien sticker here, we're going to figure out how you can get motivated. And my phone is already popping off and I meant to turn that off, so I do apologize, but that might just be an extra indication that yes, it's about to happen for you. We've got the Council of Light card, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. So you guys may be getting downloads or help from spirit guides or crossed over loved ones, people you can feel pulling to your energy, like pulling into your energetic field. You may be alone in a room and then all of a sudden you kind of feel like, well, I'm not alone anymore. And you kind of look around but no one's there. Your spirit team is really close at hand right now, trying to help you pull out of any kind of stagnancy in your life. And anytime you want their help, you can always ask them for help. Help in a relationship, help in a job, help feeling motivated, which is what this reading is about. So let's go ahead and find out what different types of ways they are going to help you feel motivated and that you're going to start feeling more motivated in your life. Okay. How is group 1 going to start feeling more motivated in life? What are some ways group 1 can feel more motivated? Wow, we have a rebirth. So this feels to me like brand new cycle coming in with that spring equinox energy. Whether you're watching this near the spring equinox or not, you are, through your guides and angels, having direct access to that rebirth type of energy regardless. So this could look as simple as you trying something new, maybe picking up a hobby that you haven't done in a long time, or just doing something to break the stagnancy, break out of that kind of groundhog day of every day looks the same. Go a new place, try a new food, just do something that will like trick the matrix into believing that, okay, they've escaped because you're trying to do something new here. That's really how this feels to me. And as a result of at least putting the intention out that you're gonna get something new, some really positive new energy flowing in, that's exactly what you're gonna get. So my best advice is try something new, however that resonates for you. Okay, what else can group number 1 do to get more motivation, or get motivated in their lives? What can group 1 do? This one doesn't want to come out. Okay, yeah, adjustments are required, which with this rebirth, absolutely. Things just feel stuck, so you're gonna have to adjust some things, move some things around to really get that energy flowing. So for some of you, this could look like clearing clutter out of your home. Because as within, so without. When we have a cluttered mind, a cluttered aura, energetically, that's going to start being reflected as extra clutter piled up in our home. And especially when you live with other people, their clutter becomes your clutter becomes their clutter, and it just becomes a whole thing. So it's just maybe even taking time away from the people that you are around all the time and just breathing a sigh of relief and just kind of clearing your own energy and just feeling into your own energy, because that will actually even help you connect to your guides even better. If you can get some alone time to really know what adjustments you need to make or want to make in your life, because a lot of times we may feel stuck, but we don't even realize how or why or how to get out of it. But just taking that step back is maybe going to help you really feel into, wow, this isn't working. I shouldn't be working at this job anymore. It's draining my life force. Or, resonates differently for each of you. That was just an example. Specific relationships are taking, like, I see it like a gas tank. Like, you're the gas tank and they keep filling their gas can or their car's gas tank up with your energy, but they're not giving you anything in return. So finding these energy vampires or energy leaks, and for some of you, that example is actually pertaining to you scrolling social media. You're not getting much out of it, but it's draining your life force. It's draining your time. That's what your guides are showing me. It feels like it's time for you to adjust how long and how much you're spending online, on a computer, with the phone on you, because the phone and computer, the electromagnetic frequencies and radiation that these electronics and technologies give off actually aren't helping you feel very energetic. They're actually draining your life force. So as you drain your phone's battery scrolling social media, it's also draining your life force kind of energy. Whoa, didn't even ask the question, but we've got Sanctuary popping out. Exactly what I said about stepping back, especially for those of you, because I was still talking about the social media example. Stepping back from social media might help you just get some perspective on your own life, because when we've got information pouring out about what this person we went to high school with had for dinner, what this other person that we know's kids are doing, the list goes on, what this person thinks of, politics, and it just becomes a jumble in our minds of just information we didn't want to even know in the first place. So the more you can kind of step out of the matrix, so to speak, of being online all the time, is really going to help you get in touch with what it is you can do to kickstart something new and beautiful in your own life. Not be worrying about what everyone else is doing, but worrying about what you're doing is really going to help you focus and get more motivated. Whoa, that's like a thick chunk. We're not going to take that many. What can group 1 do to get more motivation in their life, or to get more motivated? It's right here. Here it is. Yeah, I love this. Sanctuary, stepping back. I'm divinely guided, gently and lovingly. And this is taking care of yourself, cleansing. Cleansing is healing. You're having this rebirth after a time of healing, after a time of adjusting to something different. Purification activates life force. And I hope, if I'm looking up here, that this isn't cut off here. I'll read it again. Purification activates vibrant life force. So yes, purifying. We're looking how to get that life force back. I think I even used the word life force or life energy or something like that, how it's draining your life force. Cleansing waters, purifying, detoxing your body, eating better foods, cleansing in actual water. The ocean would be your best bet, or a lake or a river, something really natural would be your best bet. But if that's not possible for you right now, taking sea salt or detox or shaman baths, you can Google any of that if you don't know what it is, but taking baths or purifying showers where you just imagine that the water is cleansing your aura, cleansing you of negativity and other people's energy. It's really going to help you refocus on what it is you need to be doing and how you can do it. That's really what they're showing me. Okay. Let's get one more card, how group number 1 can get more motivation and more motivated in their life. Career change. Yeah, so for some of you, this life-draining force or life force-draining energy is your career. But if that doesn't resonate, this just could be making adjustments within your current career that are really going to help your workflow flow better. So you maybe, if you answer emails first thing when you get to work, instead of doing that, you start with something else and just kind of maybe rearrange your schedule or adjust things a little bit. But for some of you, it says here, you're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. So for some of you, You may be wanting to go back to school, and you're going to get your motivation back. If that's in your intuition, like I should maybe go back to school, then follow that intuition. If it's changing your career, follow that intuition and ask your guides and angels to help direct you, especially if you feel like, well, I don't know what I would change to. Like I don't know what else I could do. Checking with your light team, your council of light, is really going to help you figure that out. But just certain changes in your career, or for some of you, lack thereof. If you're unemployed right now, there's some adjustments that you're making on your personal level that are actually going to open up a career opportunity for you. But it all involves getting real selfish with your energy and going within and being a hermit for a little while, because come spring, figurative or not literal, but figurative or metaphorical spring, come spring in your life or in this energy, you're going to have a beautiful rebirth with lots of new opportunities and new beginnings and passion and fire and desire for you to go in a beautiful new direction. So I think that's all I'm seeing for you, group number 1, but you will have to let me know below what you thought and if it resonated. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you back at the Den Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, let's go ahead and find out how you can get more motivation or feel more motivated in your life, if I could speak. Okay, so we have the card here, Anna, Grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, and divine plan. So the fact that some of you may be feeling this lack of motivation has been divinely inspired, divinely guided, and it's all in a way that's going to really benefit you. Because sometimes when we feel this kind of sense of blah in our life, it makes us start digging a little bit deeper within to find what's our purpose, what's our true purpose in this world. So you guys may really be going through what I would call like a dark night of the soul, or just feeling like you need more spiritual practices in your life or more spirituality in your life. Some of you have already really been going down that spiritual path, so I commend those of you who have followed your intuition and done so. But many others of you, if you have been feeling lost or directionless or just like nothing really means much to you anymore, following a more spiritual path is really going to get you that motivation or get your groove back, so to speak. But this seeding the light, laying foundations, whatever healing and work that you're doing right now to level yourself up, that self-care that you're doing, the spiritual practices you're partaking in, all of these things, taking care of your body, they're really paying off and laying beautiful new foundations for this thing you're about to start building. So it's like showing me, it's not quite rock bottom energy, but for some of you it could be. You could feel like rock bottom, the lowest you've ever felt in your life. But for many of you, it's just kind of more a sense of, nothing really excites me. It's kind of like when you are trying to pick a restaurant to go out to eat, but nothing really sounds good, so you're kind of like, oh, we could do this, or we could do that. Like nothing really lights you on fire, like, oh my gosh, I'm craving sushi, we should go here, it'll be great. That's just an example, but that's how I'm seeing it. You're kind of more, I guess we could do this, or I guess we could do that. But what's happening now is you're just really feeling everything or nothing at all. It's kind of both ends of the spectrum here. But what I'm seeing is very soon you're going to start like a funnel, really narrowing your focus into something and really start laying foundations. If you haven't already, some of you really already have, laying foundations for some new beautiful opportunity to come into your life. So let's go ahead and find out some more information about that and how you can get motivated for group number 2. Well, there's 2 cards that popped out, and I'm going to take them both. I'm almost at the end of your reading here, and I realized that my camera turned off before I even dealt the first card after this one. So as we go through, I'm going to just line the cards out. I'm not going to have my wild waving hands because I totally messed this up, and it's my bad. I do apologize, but you're still going to be able to see the cards. I'm going to pull them all out for you guys one by one and let you see what's going on, and then wrap this up when I get to the end. I do apologize that it won't look as fun and entertaining with my crazy hands as it normally does, but I have the audio on my mic, thank goodness I didn't have to redo the whole thing. My mic picked up the audio, but just the video may not quite correspond with my pointing here and there and all that. So you'll know why now, and I do apologize. So we'll get your first couple cards going here. Yeah, oh wow, the Solitude card literally came out in group 1 as well. But look, I'm going to do this actually. After your solitude, after you go within and really allow yourself to feel that stagnancy and look for something better, deeper within you, after that solitude comes the emergence, the dragonfly, beautiful energy. The dragonfly, just like a butterfly and many other insects, goes through a sense of metamorphosis. So this solitude is really showing me you guys in the chrysalis phase. You're in the chrysalis, you're in the cocoon, you're really, maybe separating yourselves from toxic people, toxic situations in your life to really get in and down and dirty with your healing process, with releasing past regrets and baggage, and then really doing a life review to figure out, well, where do I want to go from here? Because for so many of you, this is going to spark something really beautiful. I love the image of this card. It's so beautiful and sort of stormy. I love it. Like something big is on the horizon. That's how I feel for you guys. Because with the dragonfly, with the emergence here, you're going to be emerging from that chrysalis and ready to just like have this really passionate way of moving forward. It feels really good already. It really does. Okay, let's go ahead and get a bit of guidance from our Moonology for how you guys can get motivated. Conclusions are within reach. So anytime this card pops up, there are 8 trees kind of, they may be hard to see up top. We got 1, 2, 3, this one kind of forked, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, one kind of veering off here. 8, that reminds me of the 8 of Wands in the tarot, which is very fast moving energy. Conclusions are in reach very quickly. So if you're really going through some stuff right now, there are some conclusions and resolutions within reach for you. We recently actually went through a full moon eclipse, but what this eclipse energy brings up is a sense of endings for one thing, so a new beginning can emerge, which is exactly what's playing out here on your cards already. I love it. I love how it all lines up. Okay, what else can group number 2 do to get more motivation or feel more motivated in their life? I love this because emergence and radiance both feel very similar energies as well. So it's like after this sense of solitude or cocooning yourself away, you're going to emerge with radiance. It says, I am a radiant reflection of God's light. And that is that lighthouse energy that I talk about so often here on my channel. You guys are leveling up and stepping into who it was you came here to be. You're stepping into your life purpose. Even if you don't feel it yet, it's coming. It's on that horizon. The storms are brewing to bring up what your life purpose is. And then you're going to be this beautiful beacon of shining light for other people. If you're not already. Many of you, I'm feeling, that chose this pile are already actually on a very spiritual path. But this is just going to amplify your lighthouse energy that much more just by going through yet another metamorphosis, the next logical step or the next evolutionary step in your spiritual growth. This feels very beautiful. You're stepping into something really new and exciting here, guys. Okay, what else does group number 2 need to know to get more motivation in their life? Yeah, great adventure. And this is awesome because we've got the lighthouse is guiding you in this boat out here in the middle of the ocean to where you need to be. It says take a risk, venture forward, with the knowing that you have that lighthouse that's on the horizon guiding you toward your purpose. That's what it's really showing me. I love that. But many of you may actually be taking a trip coming up, like a vacation or a getaway, to where you guys are going to start, when you come home from this trip, you're going to start feeling really rejuvenated as a result of taking that trip and feeling like you have a sense of renewal in your life. So what else does group number 2 need to know about the motivation? Yeah, oh my goodness, you can't make this stuff up, guys. We've got travel as I'm talking about the trip. Your life purpose involves traveling. So for some of you, the sense of purpose is the traveling over and over and over again. You're going all these different places. But if this doesn't resonate, it's something you want to do. I'm getting crown tingles now. But if this doesn't resonate as something you really want to do is travel everywhere, because maybe you have a family and a stable career and stuff like that, this just could be letting you know that traveling, taking family vacations or trips once in a while is really going to help fill that well that's going to help you emerge and be more radiant in your life and get that sense of purpose. But for those of you who have that wanderlust, who want to travel, this is like green light go for you guys, because you have 2 travel cards. Take a risk, venture forward. But whatever risks it is that, they feel exciting and maybe a little wild, if you feel that this is going to take you in the direction of your dreams, then the risk will be worth taking. That's what your guides want you to know. If this is a move across country or overseas somewhere, it might be, if you're tuning into this, it might be that is the exact advice that you need to take, is to move and relocate somewhere where your heart and soul can be on fire. That's really what I'm seeing for some of you, especially if you feel really stuck where you're at and wanting to get out. Eventually, I see that you will be able to leave that place and set up shop somewhere else where you can really thrive. So I hope that resonated and gave you guys a little bit of a sense of things you can do in your life to bring back some motivation, bring back that spark and that passion into your life. So you will have to let me know below what you thought and if this resonated. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Den Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 3, let's go ahead and find out what you can do to get more motivation or get more motivated in your life. We have the Unbound card. So this is a card all about releasing soul patterns, soul contracts, and past lives. So there may be some karmic things going on in life that are closing out so that you can now be free or unbound from what has been going on in your life. Even releasing just people in your life or toxic negatives within different relationships. That's what's going on so that you can finally step into this sense of purpose and feel more motivation and desire and drive in your life. Wow, that's pretty strong, but that's good news. That just means that, past actions have kind of put you where you are. If not in this life, then in past lives, and you're about to come out of that. That really feels like it's very near to me, like you're coming out. Yeah, submerged. What you're seeing in your day-to-day life as, this is what I've done, so why am I getting so much negativity back in my life, or things just aren't working out for me? It's because a lot of what's operating in your life is a result of past life situations, soul contracts, all of that stuff. And you're submerged, with this iceberg. It's like you're just understanding the tip of the iceberg. But the really good part about this card is you're going to start getting some really beautiful understanding about your soul, your higher self, the energy of who you are on a soul level. It's like what you know about yourself and your soul is just the tip of the iceberg. That's what your guides are showing me. You're just tapped into, so far, the tip of the iceberg of the amazing soul that you are, and it's coming. This motivation, this drive, this passion for life is like, I see it like building, like a water hose that you you touch the end of it so it can't come out, but then, it comes to a point where it's just got to release, and your hand moves, and it's just like shooting right out. Like, that's how your passion for life is coming to you guys very, very soon. It feels really cool. Okay, what else does group number 3 need to know about motivation and how to get and feel more motivated in their life? Work through your fears. So this really points to that past life, soul pattern, soul contract, karma, all the things this bound card or unbound card is talking about. You're releasing this feeling of stagnancy or being stuck by working through your fears. So there may be things playing out in your life that are making you fearful. Some of you may be having little health issues that are maybe scaring you, like, oh no, in my family, this is a big deal, and I'm feeling like maybe I've got that same issue. So you're going to the doctor, facing the fear of, okay, what if? But I see it all working out like, oh, haha, just kidding, it's not actually a really bad thing. We were just trying to make you work through your fears, to scare you a little bit, to level up more spiritually, so you were actually tapping more into your spiritual side. Maybe you were praying more, feeling more connected to the people you love as a result of this little health scare. Or, you know, this could be not just health, but like relationships. Maybe you were really working through some cycles within relationships, releasing people, or feeling like you were gonna lose somebody. Or even some of you have been dealing with grief, because you know, this feels like a very heavy energy that's about to be lifted. So some of you may have been working through grief, the loss of a loved one, the loss of someone who meant a lot to you is really what I'm seeing. That doesn't mean they passed away, though it can. You may have just lost them from your life some way, somehow. This doesn't feel like anything that's happening in the future. This is all past coming in with this Unbound card. This is past energy coming in to be brought to light. Working through fears brings everything up for you. Healing. All of those words are really popping into my head right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a Moonology about how you can get your motivation. So really facing your fears, digging deep, doing some shadow work is going to help you guys release that heavy energy that's making you feel stuck and help you move forward and feel more passion and motivation in your life. So how can group 3 get more motivation in life? Yeah. Look at this. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So if you're already feeling like the light at the end of the tunnel is now visible, great. Keep going in that direction. But if you still feel like you're in the thick of all this, just know that the end of that tough cycle is coming for you. We do have full moon in Capricorn. So if you are watching at this at the time of my posting, we still have yet to come up on Capricorn season. You know, either Western or Sidereal Vedic, whichever one you follow, that could be pertinent information to let you know when this is kind of going to play out and be done, so you can move on and feel more passion and desire in your life. But for others of you, this could be when specific transits are transiting in Capricorn, especially if there is a full moon in Capricorn. You can look when that's taking place in your life, when that's coming up. That could really indicate some good endings for a new beginning for you guys. Okay, next card. What else does group 3 need to know about getting more motivated in life and just feeling more motivation? This one, I want it. Commitment. All right. It's funny because the card above it's unbinding yourself from something. But then the card right here is committing yourself to something. So it's like some of you are removing yourselves from one situation or relationship or thing and committing to something completely new. And right as I said that, I saw someone changing jobs. Like they're releasing themselves from this job that's just really toxic and committing to a new job. But for others of you, this just could be recommitting yourself to what's already going on, recommitting yourself after you're working through fears and doing some healing about it. That's what they're showing me. But it says, my commitments increase from my joy and freedom. So it feels to me like those of you who are going to get more in this heart-centered space, feeling more joy in your life, it's really going to help you work through those fears and get to the other side of that and really feel motivated and committed to what it is you're doing. You're going to feel this sense of purpose stepping into your life. It feels really good. Just having this sense of purpose and feeling like you're committed to something that brings you a lot of joy, a lot of freedom in your life, and a lot of passion. So for some of you, that career I was talking about, this could look like you establishing and creating a new business, or really, if you've already done so, just taking your business to the next level. So what else can group 3 expect, or what do they need to know for motivation? Yeah, strength. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous, which goes back to the Unbound card. Your past experiences have brought you to this point. You had to go through some of this karmic yuckiness in your life to have the strength to move forward and work through those fears to come out on the other side and really get some beautiful motivation going in your life. Everything has happened for a reason for you guys. That's what I'm hearing. It's made you stronger, more courageous. And when I hear the word courageous, I'm feeling Leo energy, or very yellow solar plexus chakra. So many of you, wherever Leo is in your chart, might help you really find where this sense of purpose and strength is going to help come from, to help you get unstuck or unbound from these past soul patterns, soul contracts, and past life energy, past life karma, all of that. Karmic relationships for some of you. Some of you may have recently or already ended a karmic relationship or a false twin flame situation. That was for your highest good, because it was not going to be good for you moving forward. That's why it ended. You're going to find someone else new to commit to, and it's going to be much more loving and heart-centered. That's what I'm hearing for my singles. For my couples, this is just a recommitment to your relationship after working through fears, maybe anything that had happened, trust issues, abandonment issues, stuff like that. Fears you're working through in your personal life are going to have a nice reflection in your couple life. So I hope that resonated for you guys and brought you a little bit of clarity and guidance as to how to get a little bit more motivation going on in your life. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you back at the Den Creative. All right, bye.